An old football coach of mine used to tell us every day before practice, if you don't get better today, then you got worse. And that's stuck with me through the years. It just seems to really get into my head, because naturally you'd think, well, you could just stay the same, but as I've grown and experienced more challenges in my life, you kind of realize that if you're not actively pursuing getting better, you kind of do start to slip backwards. It's not really an even spot, because your opportunities start to move forward, and if you're not following them, if you're not chasing those forward, then you kind of miss those and you're farther behind. And that's the mentality that I've been forced to revert to, I guess, for these last few workouts. I'm in the last week of the Smolov base mesocycle. To anybody who's ever run it, you know how much of a grind this is. You know how difficult it gets just to find the motivation to go in and do these sets. And to anybody who hasn't run the program before, just trust me when I say that effort is relative. If you've ever struggled through something, you understand the kind of effort that it takes when you give something your all. You give something everything you're capable of producing. And that's kind of what this last week is. You really do just have to sell out and get through it. But I always have to tell myself every set is an opportunity to improve. And if you don't improve in that set, then you got a little worse. If you don't improve during that set, you're not moving forward like you need to. And then it's pointless. Why go through this pain? Why go through this if you're not actively trying to improve? And that mindset has really been pulling me through this. The idea that I can't just let it happen. I have to seek the growth. I have to seek the improvement. And I think that really does carry over to a lot of different aspects in your life. I think that really carries over to anything that you're pursuing. You have to try to get better at every opportunity you have. You have to try to improve. I've been noticing that the musical that I'm in right now, you can't really be complacent in it. Every single night that we're doing run-throughs, you have to try to be better than the night before, or else you're further and further behind. I noticed that just the idea that you have to pursue the positive change in things. If you're not happy with something, an example would be I'm not very happy with my squat. It's getting much, much better than I started, but I'm still not happy about it, and I want to continue improving it, and so I have to make that conscious effort every single time to keep improving it. You see, I did the first two sets were okay. The third set, I cut the depth on one or two of the reps, and I wasn't happy, and so I told myself I need to make it up on these next few, because I don't want to miss any more opportunities in this workout. No matter how much I'm hating the actual sets and how gassed I am and winded and horrible the squats may feel, I'm making the conscious effort to improve it. And at the end of my last video, I talked about labeling my subscriber base and I guess giving people something to be a part of. And I think that it was a little bit it was misunderstood slightly, and I believe part of that was my failure to articulate what my goal was. The purpose of that idea wasn't to find a way for my subscribers to pledge their allegiance to me or my channel in any kind of combative way. It wasn't. It actually isn't about me at all. It's about creating a community that I would like to see grow and progress as a positive thing for everyone. I don't want it to be so that we can go around and have rivalries and have people that use that group as a backdropping to say negative things or spread any kind of negativity. The idea that I was hoping for would be to come up with something that would be an inclusive group that people can all be a part of. And so I think the best way for me to really articulate that is, instead of labeling my subscriber base, instead of giving people a name, although I was laughing pretty hard at many of the names that were suggested, I think the better option for that would be to just find a way to identify what this journey is. And for me, I've always thought of it as the grind, because my biggest thing, the biggest point that I always try to make is that your consistency, patience, and perseverance is going to equal the greatest success. If you keep moving forward and you keep trying to improve over a long period of time, you will eventually get better. And so I've decided that I'm going to call my journey, this is the grind. And it's something that everyone is welcome to. And you may find that a little corny, you may find that a little, well, it's just a name. But if you have an opportunity to change something for the positive, I'm trying to create a more positive community. I feel like the YouTube fitness community is not where I personally would like it to be. And that may make me an idealist, but I would rather be an idealist pursuing this positive change than someone who just sits back and complains that it's not where they want it to be. So I'm making the conscious effort not only to improve myself and continue moving forward with my own life and training, but I'm trying to spark some sort of positive change in this community that I've come to be a part of and come to enjoy. And so to anybody who watches these videos, to anybody who is trying to improve themselves and become a better person in whatever aspect that you are pursuing, you're part of the grind. And it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood, it's inclusive, it's something that we can all be a part of and share together. So, welcome to the journey, guys. And thanks so much for going with me this far at least, and I hope that we can keep going forward with it. Thanks again, and I will talk to you on Friday.